Okay, good evening, all of you. Uh, I would like to warmly welcome all of you for the Tech Academy. And this is our ninth session of the Plan Shift Software course. And we will start because part one, part two already completed now. I think you can remember that if I revise this all for the within 2-3 minutes. We started in the part one with the introduction session. Uh, we discuss what is Plan Shift Software, how to create job, and how to upload the drawings. And after that, the basic takeoff we have done, we completed in part one sessions. I think three sessions we completed in the part one. After that, five sessions we completed for the building works with the template preparations. It is in part two. Okay. Part two also we already completed with that template preparation. Then we have to start with the part three for the landscaping, because you know that when we uh, refer our course content, we are going to cover all the area, building work, landscaping work, because you know that landscaping work is not it's not familiar in this industry. That's why, because we have a lot of experience, as well as we have a lot of experience and the opportunities in Gulf countries for the landscaping area also. It is not a big uh, area, but you have to know what are the things in there. That's why I already included to the advanced plan shift course with landscaping, as well as the MEP also. We will discuss MEP, but we are not going deeply, but we are going in detail regarding the MEP work also. Okay. Now I will share my screen and we will discuss one by one. And for the landscaping also, we will discuss we schedule for the 4 days. That's means today is the introduction session of the landscaping. What are the items? What are the elements we have? Likewise, we will discuss. And after that, we will discuss what are the things. Mainly, we have that three types. I will discuss in my presentation. And within this three sessions, because today we will do the introduction session of the landscaping work. What are the things we have to identify? What are the things with the landscaping work? Then we will discuss regarding one by one the types. Okay, within next 3 days. Okay, I will share my screen. After that, we will discuss. And we have to identify what are the things in there. What is the landscaping? Likewise, we have to discuss. Okay. Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay. Let's start with the landscaping work. Actually, the landscaping work, it's very, it is not, it is have more opportunities in Gulf countries also. Okay. If you refer that, because I will go for that job opportunities in landscaping work also, I will discuss later. First, you know that it is not popular, because we know that building works is popular, infrastructure is popular, bridges, road, it's very popular. But landscaping also we have another, because you know that in the interior fit outs, you can refer the uh, you can study, you can get some study about the interior fit outs. Okay, when we, because in Sri Lanka it is not very popular. Okay, building works it's popular in Sri Lanka, but interior fit out, landscaping work, landscaping quantity survey, interior fit out quantity survey. It's not very familiar, and as well as the popular in Sri Lanka. But in other countries, they have the separate field for landscaping, separate field for uh, interior fit out. Okay, we will discuss about the landscaping today. We will go one by one. We have to know, we have to identify what are the things as well as what is the landscaping. Why we have to know about the landscaping. Why we need the landscaping. Likewise, we will discuss one by one. After that, we will discuss about the UAE. What are the opportunities in there? What are the companies that we have? Likewise, we will discuss. Okay. First of all, I will give brief content here. We will discuss what is landscaping, why we have to use landscaping in this with that construction, with the buildings, with the infrastructure. We need the landscaping. What are the benefits we can get from the landscaping? And demand for QS in landscaping industry. That you know that building works, we have some idea. The road, bridges, infrastructure, we have some idea. As well as landscaping also, we have the demand for as a QS. Okay, then we will discuss what are the landscaping companies in UAE. What are the companies in UAE for the landscaping and main landscaping projects in UAE. We will discuss where we are using the landscaping. There is not the every project we cannot discuss, but we will go one by one. What are the things? What are the projects we can identify as a main landscaping using with the buildings, with the infrastructures. Next, what are the types of landscaping? Mainly, I told you, I discussed before also. We have some types. We have to identify what are the elements with the landscaping. We have three. Mainly, we have two, and I added that another one also. Softscape and hardscape is the main types of landscaping. Main types of landscaping, we have the softscape as well as the hardscape. For that, we want some supplementary, that means we want some additional support from the irrigation for the softscape. Mainly softscape, we want some irrigation. Okay. These are the types we have to discuss today because for next 3 days, we have to identify, we have to know one by one, softscape one day, hardscape one day, irrigation one day. We have to discuss. We have to take off the quantities. Therefore, first of all, we have to know what are the elements we have to discuss in the softscape. What are the elements we have to discuss with the hardscape? What are the elements we have to discuss with the irrigation? Okay, it's very simple. I will discuss in simple way. If you have any doubts, you can discuss with me. You know that one because you are most of my past students. You know about me. You can discuss with anything. You can discuss anything, and without, if you have any doubts, you have to get the solutions. Okay, let's go. Actually, what is the landscaping? We have to know what is the landscaping, where we are using the landscaping. I'm not going the, because actually this is from the internet. You can search what is the landscaping. It's come like this, but you have to imagine we have a lot of, you can see when I discuss with the projects, when we discuss with the main projects in UAE, they have a lot of buildings. You know, in Sri Lanka, it's like a green area. It's like a green area. Other countries also, Asian countries, most of countries, but in Sri Lanka, it is with the green area. You know that in the Gulf countries, it is like deserts. No trees, no plants, no water. Okay. In here also, the heat, temperature also, it's very high. In Sri Lanka, we have some, the climate changing. That's we have the rainfall. It's not too cold as well as it's not too hot. We have some times, we have some durations, we have the some hot, but it's not compare with the other countries, compare with the Gulf countries. You know that in here, the 3 weeks, 2 weeks before, it's coming with the 40, 45 degrees in here. They are not experienced in Sri Lanka like that. It's hot. Sometimes it's hot, but it's not like here. Okay. You know that it's heat as well as it's a temperature. It's high. Normal temperature also, it's very high. When we construct some elements, some structures, we are using some concrete, infrastructure, bridges, road, everything. It's also improve the heat, improve the temperature. It is very support. It's very friendly for the increase the temperature. For that, why we are using the landscaping? Because you know that we have to live there. Then every time if it is increasing day by day, increasing second by second, the heat will be increased. Because that's infrastructure, everything, it is very support to them. Support to increase the temperature. Now you have some idea. We want some green area. We want to relax our mind. If it is concrete, if it is desert, it is very hard to live. Okay. Then we will go for the why, what is the landscaping? You can see here it's mentioned. Landscaping refers to modify and enhancing the natural features of an outdoor area. It's like a park, it's like a garden, public spaces. It uses various design techniques to build up landscaping, to build up landscaping work. It can be plants, it can be some other hardscaping. We will discuss the hardscaping also. It's like some gravel, some interlock paving, likewise the hardscaping. Plant, shrubs, trees we are using. The grass area, lawns we are using for the plantings. And additionally, we can use some lightings, we can use some irrigations, everything it is including in the landscaping. Everything it is including in the landscaping. It's like outdoor environment. We have to design, we have to design attractive way, attractive outdoor. For that one, we want the landscaping. Okay. Then we will discuss what are the benefits of landscaping. Actually, what are the benefits? We have a lot of things to discuss in here as a landscaping. We have the health benefits. You know that because when you work in Sri Lanka, and it is very different in UAE experience. That means because you know that in Sri Lanka we have experience in night duties, day duties. It is okay for us, but in here you know that we cannot work in days we are working. But the issue is that we cannot work in the outside because it's very hot. We have that summer winter area, summer winter durations, but summer winter is same like Sri Lanka. In that winter time means that is not a big difference. It's hot, but that's not a cold like UK, cold like Canada. It's not like cold. It's not snow. It's reduce the temperatures. It's like 30, 35, 32. Like it is same as a Sri Lankan normal temperatures. Okay. Therefore, when we are working in other countries also, like Gulf countries to Sri Lanka, you know that they have the different because it's like a desert, it's like a green. Sri Lanka is like a green. Then health benefit, if we have the if we use the landscaping work, mainly it is for our health. If you if you have only the concrete, only this sand, only the hearts item, okay, it is not good for your health. You know that the carbon dioxide, it's oxygen, we have to move likewise. You know about that. If it is not the plant in there, if it is not the some trees, plants, greens, it is reduce the air quality. Plant can help to improve air quality by absorbing pollutants. Okay. Then releasing oxygen, which can improve health. We want the oxygen, you know about. Sometimes you know that our politicians before, I think it's 1 year before something, one politician told that it's not no need the oxygen likewise, but we want the oxygen. That's why it's effect to health. Outdoor spaces, we have the lot of outdoor spaces here. We can provide green areas. We can suggest the green area by landscaping. As well as if it is a green area or if it is outdoor space, we can use landscaping elements. If we use the landscaping elements, like its outdoor space can be moved to a park, can be moved to a park. Park mean we have, it is support to the health. Why? We can do some physical activities. We can walk, we can run. As well as normally in the park areas, if it is a park, not only the running, not only the walking, jogging path, not only the cycle tracks, we are supporting, we are suggesting, we can suggest some play equipment, fitness equipment. Normally, every park it is included. That mean it is effect to our health benefit. It is help to our health benefit. It is like a health benefit will become. You can see here, outdoor spaces can also provide opportunities for physical activities such as walking, running, or gardening. It can improve physical health as well as the mental health. It is very effect. That means you know that. Can you imagine now we are talking about the landscaping, but it is effect to our health. Next item, next benefit. It is an environmental benefit. You know that environmental benefit also. It's when we compare with the concrete area, when we compare with the green area, it is environmentally, it's very support for the environment. It's a green area, not the uh, concrete elements, concrete structures. Landscaping can have a positive impact on the environment by reducing erosion. We can use the landscaping elements for reducing erosion, conserving water, you know that, and improving soil quality by using plants, by using some green, by using some softscape. Softscape we will discuss later. It is very effective, positive impact for the environment. Trees and plant can help to absorb and filter rainwater, reducing runoff and erosion. You know that all things. I'm not deeply discuss about these things. Additionally, strategically, placed plant can help to shade buildings. You can see here in the right side. You can shade the buildings and reduce energy consumptions by reducing the need for air conditioning. We can use that green, you know, that sustainable development things that we are discussing in these days. It's very popular now because you know that we have to save our energy because it is resource that energy resources are very rare. Therefore, we want to save energy consumptions. We have to reduce the energy consumption. Therefore, we can use trees, plant, landscaping. If you are a if you like to for the landscaping work, that means it is very effective. It is not like a building, it is not like a other road infrastructure, because it is very big area, as well as they have a lot of benefits for the people, as well as for the countries, as well as for the environment. First, they have a lot of benefits with the health. You know that this is we are discussing about some the career development. That means it's like some job opportunity for the landscaping, but it is very good for the environment as well as for the population. That's we want. It is very good for the people also. Okay, and economic benefits. You know that uh, if it is uh, without no anything, if it is any like a desert or something, okay, they have no any other structures, okay, they have only the land. When we compare with the, you know that when we estimating, when we evaluate for the properties, okay, you know that in the, for example, that when we prepare the southern highway, southern expressways, that can be expressway, everything, when we construct the expressways, they evaluate the value of the lands. When evaluate the value of the lands, the estimating team, that's they evaluate not only the land, they check about their properties as well as how many trees there, what are the things in there. The estimation team estimated that the tree numbers also. If it is a well-designed landscape, mean it's like an asset for you. It has a more value. You can see here, this is like parks. You can see here, this is a Burj Khalifa. This is a park of Burj Khalifa, near to Burj Khalifa. You can see the landscaping in here. You can see that this is also Dubai. Yeah, this is also Dubai one park. You can see here. When we compare with that, this area also, you can see before the construct of Burj Khalifa, before the construct of these like of parks, it's a desert. Now, can you assume the value of this land now? Can you assume value of this land now with the landscaping? It is help the value of the land. It's increased because of the landscape. Not only the landscape, but it is help. It is support for increase the value because of this landscape. As well as the landscaping can also help to reduce energy cost by shading buildings. Okay. I discuss in the environmental benefits also like this. Okay, now let's discuss regarding the demand for QS in landscaping industry. Okay, when we discuss the demand for QS in landscaping industry, you must have some idea, because we have the building work, we have the interior fit out, road and bridges, infrastructure, as well as they're asking, when we discuss or when we uh, apply for any job, they're asking in the particular field. If you have the building experience, you can go through with the building experiences as well as the building work, you can continue. If you have the infrastructure, broad bridges experience, you can continue. As well as for the landscaping, also same. You have future. If you have any opportunity, you have to take, because we don't have to waste our time. If it is a landscaping company, if you have any opportunity, you have to take and you have to get some idea, get the experience. After that, you can go through that one, because it also have a big demand, as well as it's more companies doing the landscaping now. You can see here, I taken some screenshots from the Indeed. I think you have some idea about how to apply jobs, everything, because we discussed in before, as well as in our Tech Truck US Club also. We are doing some webinars, free webinars for the Tech Truck US Club members. We have done some discussions with the industrial professionals. First, we discuss about how to prepare CV, how to apply job, what are the job opportunities in Gulf countries likewise. The secondly, we done project management and cost controlling, project controlling method with that industrial professional in UAE. And what are the job opportunities in UK? What are the job opportunities in Australia? We have completed 4 webinars in last 2 weeks. If you like to join, you can join. You can send a WhatsApp message to us. We have some more webinars to upgrade yourself. Again, we can move to our session. We have to know, if you are apply for the landscaping industry, landscaping QS, you can apply, no issue. You can get some idea, you can get some experience from that field also. This is some screenshot from the Indeed. You can see here, quantity survey landscaping, green and more landscaping, landscape gardening LLC in Dubai. I will show that. I will share that Indeed now. After that, you can see. You can because these screenshots I can get from anywhere. Okay, but you can see. You can search from the Indeed. They have a lot of idea. That means it is a lot of opportunities also in landscaping industry also. Okay, you can see here, I think Imagineering Agriculture Material Trading, it's quantity survey they're asking. Greenstone Landscaping, it's a senior quantity survey is asking. Dubai, Abu Dhabi, landscaping quantity survey pre-contract, post-contract, they're asking. For the Aqua World company, quantity survey and procurement, it's coming secret gardens. Well, all are for the landscaping companies. All landscaping companies. Okay, we will go for the Indeed. I will search some landscaping quantity survey job opportunities. You can see now. You can see now, because I can tell lie, because uh, I can tell anything, but you have to trust. You have to believe. If if any if any opportunity, sometimes if you are normally when we apply for the construction industry, that when we apply, we are searching for the buildings or road, because that in Sri Lanka we have mind road or building only. When we in the you can imagine, okay, you can remind that one, when we are preparing for the interns training periods, it's my experience, that first we thought that we have to go for the buildings. Secondly, we are going for the road. Now we are going for the road. We are continuing with the roads, because we have two 6 month training periods. First, if you like to go for the buildings, we are going first 6 months for the road bridges. Second 6 months, we are going for the building. Then we can continue the buildings. If you like to join for the road work, first we are going for the buildings. Second, we are going for the road work. Then we can continue. That the way, that the industrial knowledge we had already previous. But you know that when we come to the Dubai, when we come to another Gulf country, when we move to another country, there were a lot of industries, lot of industry means lot of area we can cover as a quantity survey as well as civil engineer. Okay, that's why I take some screenshot and I show you. They have a experience that's there. I have the experience also when we applying for the jobs as well as you can see here. They have some opportunities for the landscaping field also. Not only the building, not only the infrastructure, road bridges, landscaping as well as we have the interior fit outs also. You can see. I will share my screen with the Indeed. Okay, I will share my screen with the Indeed. Then you can see. Then you can see where we can go. Not only the building, not only the road. We have a lot of opportunities in the market. If you know everything, that's why I created this type of training program course, because in here we are discussing buildings, we are discussing landscaping, we are discussing some about the MEP also. We are not discussing about the interior fit outs in here, but I want to share that's all the things. I'm not expert, but I will learn and I will teach you how to do that. That's the way of tech tracker. Okay, I will share my screen again. Okay, I will share my screen again. You can see here. I will search with Indeed. Okay, Indeed jobs, Indeed login. I think you have some idea about the Indeed. You can search jobs in here. You can see here because I'm searching quantity survey. That's why it is jobs for you. It's coming with the quantity survey jobs. Notifications also coming. You can search. I will search first quantity survey estimator. Now I am working in Abu Dhabi. That's why it's coming with the Abu Dhabi. I will search with the Dubai. You can see here project civil engineer. Some companies it is mentioned the salary scale also. Some companies it's not mentioned the salaries. You can see here when it is, you know that I believe that you know how to apply the jobs in here. Project quantity survey. You can see here the job descriptions, everything is here. Technical skills, what are the things they are asking. This quantity survey, senior quantity survey. So it is any. You can see here quantity survey and estimator, quantity survey, person, Dubai, quantity survey. Likewise. You can see here, this is senior quantity survey, 12,000 to 15,000. Imperial group, that's 12,000 to 15,000 mean AED. Now AED is like 80. Previously it is 100. 1 dirham, 180 means Emirate dirhams it's coming. Dirham 12,000 to 15,000. Previously 1 dirham is coming with the 100 rupees. It's like 12 lakhs. Now it is coming with the 10 lakh or something. It's coming. Okay. Per month. They have a demand. And if you have the skills, you can earn money. If you have the skill, you have a lot of opportunities. When we are coming to here, we don't have that much of experience in UA because we have the experience in Sri Lanka, but we hadn't any experience in here. But because in that time we don't have any persons to discuss like this also. But now you know that in as a Tech Academy also we are share we also uh, prepare some webinars, how to prepare the CVs, how to find out the job, everything we discuss with you. This is for you. Okay. The same thing that you have to know that we have that opportunities in not in the Sri Lanka, other countries also they have a lot of opportunities. If you smart, that means if you can handle the situations, not only that paper qualifications, you have to think and you have to work with them. That's why you want to upgrade. You want to learn something. You want to upgrade yourself, upgrade your knowledge. That's why we created these lessons. We created these sessions. Okay. Now we will go for the landscaping. Landscaping quantity survey. You can see the opportunities in that have gone on. You can see here quantity survey, landscape, Green and More Company, landscaping quantity survey pre-contract. That's why I taken the same screenshot in my presentation notes. You can see the same thing. Quantity surveys, Sultan Garden Center, quantity survey, Empire, Secret Gardens, estimator for elegant decorations, tender coordinators. Okay. There are some opportunities in here. You can see in here, we can use some Abu Dhabi also. The 8 hours ago. Quantity survey, imaginary agriculture, cityscape, Parson, advanced pipeline services. It's all for landscaping companies, senior quantity survey. Okay. Have opportunities. If you can fill their requirements, if you have the skill, you can sell yourself. You can sell you. Okay. Now you have some idea why we use the landscaping and what is the demand for landscaping quantity survey. They have a no landscaping quantity survey. We have the building quantity survey. Likewise, we have the quantity survey of one person. But we have to touch all area. We have to touch the buildings. We have to know about the road. We have to know about the landscaping. Because I'm not telling that we want only the landscaping. We want only the buildings. No. In the building work, we have the landscaping. In the building work, we have some roads. In the road constructions, we have some small buildings. We have the landscaping. In the landscaping, we have the washrooms. We have some pump rooms, the buildings, the road, cycle track, the road. That mean all are connected. All are interconnected. You have some idea about all the field. That's why we created like this course. Okay. Now I will share screen again. Okay. Now you have some idea what is the demand for quantity survey in construction landscaping industry. Okay. Now we have to familiar. If you are working or if you are applying for some companies, you have to know. First, you know if you are working or if you are applying for company, if any interviews came for you, you have to do some research. Before the interview, you have to do some research because you have the idea how to face the interviews. Paper qualifications also you have, but before the session or before the interview session, you have to research which company you are going, which company you are facing for the interview, which type of works they are doing. For example, you are going for the building works, building construction company, but you have some idea about the interior fit outs. You are previously worked in a road construction, but before the interview session, you have get some idea about the building work. What are the materials we are using? What are the things they are doing? Apartment or villa or any other things. You have to research the company. What are the things we are doing in the company? What are the area they are doing? Because every company have a unique. They are doing different. The cultures also, it's not the same. Therefore, first of all, you have to research the companies. Okay. Therefore, we are working on the landscaping now for 4 days. Today, the first day as an introduction. Again, we will discuss the quantity taking of within next 3 days, one by one. Softscape, hardscape, irrigation. Before that one, you have the idea what are the landscaping company. I will discuss in the UAE. There are the landscaping companies in UAE. We have a lot of companies, but from that one, I take some of companies in UAE. First, this is my company now, Greenstone Landscaping. This also doing the hardscape, softscape. Mainly, we are doing in the Abu Dhabi. They have a lot of parks now. Now in Abu Dhabi, before the Dubai, they have a lot of constructions. Now Abu Dhabi also started. They are doing the parks. We are working with that ministry. It's Department of Motor Traffic, DMT, and we have the consultants also. Then we are the main contractor for that parks. Not only that, not only us, that they have a lot of main contractors in there. That same packages, same parks. It is separated because some area we have 30, 40 parks. Then they are not giving for every park for one person, one company. They are split for some four, 5 parks. Then they are offering to contractors. After evaluation, they will award to contractors. This is the mainly it is going for the landscaping. Mainly we are working with that parks. This is my previous company, so Tulipa Landscaping. It's also we are in that period also we are work for as a subcontractor because in Dubai mainly they are doing with the infrastructure projects. In the infrastructure projects, we have that landscaping work. Therefore, the main contractors they offer to us to do the landscaping work as a subcontractor. In that period also, we have I think I had more than 7 projects and 7 main contractors also. That's why I told you we have to get more experience. We can get more experience because in that period, I had no idea about the landscaping. I had no idea about the landscaping because I worked in the building sector. And first 6 months in UAE also, I had with the villa project contract. Therefore, I had no idea about the landscaping, but one by one, because we have no uh, time as well as they are not giving the time, they are giving the project names. We have to follow the things. we have to refer the drawings. Then we have to get some idea. We have to learn, as well as we have to contact with the main contractors. Likewise, we can gain some experience and some knowledge regarding the landscaping. And in the Dubai also, they have this is a big company for the desert group. You can search these all website. You can search and get some idea. Desert group also mainly for the landscaping. It's located in Dubai and more other Emirates also they are working. And Green and More, this is also one major company in UAE. You can see here. And this is not the main major companies. They have a lot of companies, but for example, I want to discuss with you. That's why I taken some company name and company logos uh, to discuss with you. And you can see here in our, I told you that's in Abu Dhabi, we have other packages also. We are working with the Royal Gardens also. We have the other parks, they are doing the Royal Garden, Basadin, and Proscape also. They have a lot of companies in here like Proscape, Green Dunes, Landscape, and Waterscape. This is not the, we don't have that. So this is not the, we have, then don't think about that. We have only eight companies. This is only for your references. There have a lot of major companies for the landscaping, but for explanation, for explain for you, I taken 8 companies from the landscaping companies in UAE. I think you have some idea about what is the demand. That means you can see these companies also for the landscaping. Landscaping mean it's construction. Construction mean the quantity survey must be there. Pre-contract period as well as post-contract period also. They need quantity surveys. They need quantity survey. Most of companies quantity survey are Sri Lankan quantity surveys there as well as in other countries also, but mostly Sri Lanka here. Okay, I think you have some idea about the landscaping industry, landscaping companies in UAE. Now, you can see I will discuss the main major projects in UAE. Major projects in UAE. We use landscaping. You can see here this is a Burj Khalifa. I told you this is a desert, full desert. Okay. You can search from the Google the Burj Khalifa construction period. It's full desert. But now you can see here, they have a water structures here. They have some trees. They have some pavings. These all are included in landscaping elements. Landscaping industry. Burj Khalifa, if Burj Khalifa, you know that Burj Khalifa is a higher, that's a highest building. But without the landscaping work, without that paving, without these trees, without these water elements, without landscaping, it's not a Burj Khalifa. It's not attractive. It is not a tourist attraction place. It's all are including with the landscaping. If it is only the structure there, only Burj Khalifa, this building only, it is not attractive. We want some park. We want to sit there and we can see the Burj Khalifa. Likewise, if it is tourist attraction, mean the landscaping must be there. Without landscaping, you know that in Sri Lanka, a lot of people, lot of tourists come not for the buildings because we don't have the Burj Khalifa, we don't have the Miracle Garden, we don't have the Burj Al Arab, we don't have any things, but they are coming to see our green area. Tourist attraction come with the landscaping, not for others, not for the buildings. We have the Lotus Tower, Nelum Kuluna, but the tourists attract not for the that's Lotus Tower, Nelum Kuluna. They are going for some waterfalls. They're going for the Nuarelia. They're going for the Hikadu, Mirisa. Because they want the landscaping. They want the attraction. Without landscaping, the Burj Khalifa is nil. You can see the Palm Jumeirah. Not only the buildings, you can see the landscaping. You can see the green area. You can see the parks. You can see the trees. You can see the pavings. Everything. You can see the miracle garden. You can search everything in here. The seasonal flowers there, the plants, shrubs, ground covers, everything, it's landscaping. Boulders, we are using some stones. It's hardscaping work. I will discuss later. Every structures, it's including for the landscaping. This is also a desert, but they create a desert to a miracle garden. It's like a garden. The, the biggest garden they created because of landscaping. Without landscaping elements, without softscape, without hardscape, without irrigation, we cannot fulfill their dream. The Dubai is zero. The every Gulf countries is zero without landscaping. Because if tourists attract, if they want to attract the tourists, visit tourists, that mean they are not coming to see buildings. They are not coming to see the concrete. They are not coming to see the bridges. They are coming to relax the mind. Relax the mind mean that landscaping must be there. If you are quantity survey landscaping, you are not doing only the work for the quantity survey. Okay. You feel fulfill that their dreams. You can see. You can relax the mind like this. You can see the miracle garden they created. The desert they created as a garden. Why? They want that one. They want tourists attract to Dubai. Then they created desert to garden. The biggest garden. Okay. Without landscaping, we cannot fulfill that one. We cannot fulfill their thoughts. Okay. This is a global village. You can see everything it's including with everything it's including with landscaping. Plants there. You can see here, there are some trees, the pavings. There are some structures also, play equipment there. Everything. It's come with the landscaping elements. Okay. Now you have some idea about the demand. It's a quantity survey. And which companies, not only all the companies we didn't discuss, but some companies we discussed in UAE. They are working with landscaping. Then we discuss about some projects, main projects in Dubai, Burj Khalifa. We can use the Dubai Mall, and when it is the Dubai frame, everything. Without landscaping, we cannot attract tourists. Mainly Dubai is for the tourist. They are coming for the desert. Tourists come for the desert. Why? Because they create a desert to some other landscaping world. Because they cannot fulfill without landscaping. That's why we have a demand. But you have to touch everything, everywhere. Okay, now let's go for that. Landscaping, you can see the Dubai frame also. You can search the park, the trees. Okay. Then we will move for the types of landscaping. I told you that these items now it's very familiar to you because when I start my introduction regarding the landscaping, I start with these items. When we discuss about the content also, I discuss with you. You have some idea. Now you have some idea about the landscaping industry, landscaping field. We have opportunity. We have some opportunities here. Now we have to know what are the elements. The identification of element is a must. As a landscaping quantity survey, if you are working or if you are going for interview, if you are going for another company, it can be some landscaping work. For that, you must have idea about what are the elements in landscaping. What are the elements in landscaping? You must know about these things. When I come for the tulipa landscaping, I didn't know about it. I didn't know. That's why we added these things to our contents. That's why. Because we want, because no need to be like me. No need to be like me. Because when I come to the first company in the landscaping, I didn't know about these all elements. But you have the opportunity now. If you're working or if you're going for an interview, before the interviews, you have some idea about the landscaping. Now you know. You're going with that knowledge. That's why we created these contents because we have a lot of difficulties when we find jobs, but not for you. No need for you because you have the idea now. The every items, the MEP works, we didn't know about the MEP works, but you know, after these sessions, you know that one. That's why we created the full field that's your dreams as well as the full set of course with all things, all items, all field in construction industry. Okay, let's go. For the softscape, you know that now we have some idea, softscape, hardscape, irrigation. Okay, you can see here, we have a lot of things in the Dubai frame area. We have the softscape, we have the landscape and the irrigation. You can see everything in this drawing. You can see everything in this drawing. You can see here, these trees, this lawn, everything, it's for the softscape. Okay. And you can see here, this is a pavings. You can see here some stones here. It's hardscape. And you can see here, I think in the here they have some water features. That's irrigation. Not only the irrigation here, inside of these lawns, inside of these trees, everything, it is irrigation. Inside of this root, okay, these all are including in the landscaping. Softscape, hardscape, and irrigation. You can see these all things in here. In here, you can see the softscape and hardscape. You can see these plants, everything it is for softscape, the pavings, yield curbs, everything it is for the hardscape. In here also, we have some softscape as well as there's a land hardscape we can see here, but no irrigation here. Now you can see here this water is a sea, but it is not irrigation for the landscaping. But we can see here some green area for the softscape. In here, they have some water features. In here, fountains, everything it's for the irrigation. Irrigation means that's water features. And you can see here, these are trees and these are pavings. Trees for the softscape, and these pavings for the hardscape. Okay. Now you have some idea what are the things in softscape, what are the things in hardscape and irrigation. When we take off the quantities, we will discuss one by one. The next day, we will discuss fully with the softscape. Okay, with the drawings, we will discuss where the softscape and how to take off, how to prepare the measurement sheets. Okay, one by one, we will discuss. For the softscape, we have the trees, plants, because you know that this is a desert, fully desert. These are fully desert. Therefore, we don't have the trees here. Then what we have to do? They have the nurseries, tree nurseries in here, DM nurseries, as well as they have some companies for the supply and installation of trees. Then the trees we have to buy and we have to plant here. Trees we have, and the shrubs. They have some shrubs also, and ground covers. We are using some ground covers, and lawn means the grass. This is for the softscape. Not only that, items, trees, numbers, shrubs. Normally, we are using some areas. Ground covers also we consider as an area, and the lawn, grass area, we have to calculate. Not only the measurements. Okay, not only the measurements. We have idea because without excavation, we cannot plant. Without excavation, we cannot plant. The next thing, when the excavation we are working with that desert. Now we are going desert to garden, desert to park, desert to some other uh, building. The landscaping it's creating. Okay. Then what we have to do, we have to excavate. But that soil, you know that it is not suitable for planting. That soil, it's not suitable for planting. If it is suit for planting, it must be plants. Desert, it's a desert. That soil condition is not like our countries. If we cannot use that plantings, then we have to use some other soil. We are calling as a sweet soil. It's with the fertilizers, compost, your plant. Likewise, they have some additives, soil additives we are using. Then we have to fill that excavated quantity, that excavated pot, we have to fill. And after that, we can plant. After that, we can plant. Then excavation, backfilling, filling sweet soil, then the planting. Sometimes we are using some geotextiles, we are using soil additives, everything. It's including in softscape. It's including in softscape. Then we can move for the hardscape. We can move for the hardscape. What are the elements? Because you know, you are going to take off in the second day for the hardscape. Then you have to know what are the elements in hardscape. What are the elements we are using in hardscape? We can use some gravels. You know that some roundabout area. We are filling with the gravels. Some gray gravel, beige gravel. They have some color differences. The size differences of the gravel. The price difference as per the sizes, as per the colors. We have to know. We have to identify. We have some pavings. We can use some interlock pavings. Okay. By area. But you know that we can see only the gravel. We can see only the interlock pavings. But inside, we have the subbase, the excavation. We can use some corridors or something, some other soil. That everything it is including. Not only the visible items, we have to move inside of the pavings, inside of the gravel. We have to think every items. We cannot miss anything. We cannot miss anything. Some pavers we are using in that area, road, asphalt, concrete. That's all are including in the hardscape. Hard items. We can we can say as a hard items. In the parking area, we can use some heel curbstones. We are using asphalt roads, concrete roads, everything. It's under hardscape. We have softscape and hardscape. Mainly, we have two types of landscaping: softscape and hardscape. But without the irrigation work, we cannot work for the landscaping. We cannot work for the landscaping. They have no any other types, but I split for the irrigation work like this main line. We can use some drip line or lateral line. And we have the drip line mean the lateral line same. We have the drip tubes. Okay. I mentioned as a drip line mean drip tubes we have. I will explain one by one. Okay. You know that normally for the irrigation, don't think about this landscaping, don't think about the UAE, everything you can uh, forget. Okay. You know that if you have a reservoir or some storage, water storage, normally we are giving some main line to distribute some area. This area A, B, C, D, likewise, we have some main lines for particular areas. After that, we are distributing that one in the some small, that's that in the irrigation main lines, no, you know that about the pipeline. We have some 6 inches, 8 inch, 150, 110, 250, 300, 400, 600. Likewise, we have some diameters of the pipes. Okay. The main line, after main line, for the distribution purpose, we have some small line, sub main line likewise. It's like in here, we are using as a lateral line. We can use that lateral line or rip lines we can use. We can mention. It's coming with that lateral line. It's coming with the 1 inch, 1.5 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch. Maximum we are using as a 4 inch. Okay. Then we have the not the drip line, the lateral line same. We have another type as a drip tubes. Okay. We have the drip tubes. Drip tubes mean that we have no water here. We have plant, shrubs, ground covers, lawn. For the trees, we want the water. You know that. We want water. If I am a tree, I want water. If I am a plant, I want water. Without that one, I cannot survive. I cannot live. Then, every time we are giving the water to the plants, water to the trees, water to the lawn, we are using some drip tubes. It's coming in nearly 13 mm diameter, 18 mm diameter. We are using some LDPE pipes, HDPE pipes or something. We are using for the drip tubes. Okay. Drip tubes also we are using. Normally for the trees, we can use as per the site. Normally the circumference of the tree area, 6 meter, 4 meter, 3 meter, as per the sizes of the trees, as per the conditions, as per the specifications, we can use for the drip tubes. Drip tubes mean for the plants, shrubs, ground covers, they want water. Therefore, we are using that drip tubes. Okay. I believe that you have some idea about the landscaping types now, softscape, hardscape mainly. For the softscape, we want the irrigation line. We want the irrigation line to support, to leave the softscape. Okay. Now you can see here, these are for softscape. We have trees, plants like this. You can see this beach area, it is not a beach. It is not a beach without these trees. Okay, without these trees, it's not a beach. You can see the trees. We have to excavate. We have to use sweet soil. We have to backfill the planting and watering also. This is not only the tree, it's all covered with these all items. All BOQ items, it's covered with this tree. This lawn, you can use the shrubs, ground covers here, the sand fillings here if you want the sand filling. Okay. The softscape we are using like this. You can see here some shrubs in this, I think it's a miracle garden. You can see the seasonal flowers. There were flowers, everything in the softscape. Everything it is for the softscape. This is for the softscape. We are using shrubs. You can see in the miracle garden, everything is landscape. Everything softscape and hardscape with the irrigation. Okay. And the ground covers and lawns here, you can see here. The grass area, ground covers, shrubs, flowers, everything, it's in under softscape. Under softscape. Okay. And hardscape, mainly interlock pavings we have, you can see here. In Sri Lanka also, we are using more interlock pavings. You can see here also softscape. And the gravel in here, they have some gravels. And the roundabout area, we are using gravels. Okay. And heel curbs, you can see here the curbstone heel curbs. And we are using for the hardscape as well as the water features. We have some water features, fountains we are using. Okay. Why we are discuss these things before the drawing reading? Before the read some drawings, you have idea about the what are the items, what are the elements in there. That's why. Okay. Now irrigation, I told you some. This is the irrigation, you know, that main line. After that lateral line, it is coming with the drip tubes. In here, you can see there are some drip tubes. This is a sprinklers because watering purpose. Watering purpose. Without irrigation systems, we cannot live, we cannot work with the softscape, mainly softscape. Hardscape is hards because it is not like softscape plants, it's not like shrubs, it's not like the seasonal flowers. Without irrigation, we cannot work with them. Therefore, irrigation also, it is supportive. It's supportive for them. Okay. Now, this is the introduction. This is the introduction about the landscaping, full set of landscaping. I think you have some idea about the landscaping work. What are the things there? Because I told you, without that element identifications, which items it's for the softscape, which item for the hardscape, which item for the irrigation. We have to know before the session. We have to know before the session of taking off. This is the first day of the landscaping. We discuss more about the landscaping and what are the things in there, as well as the job demand also, job opportunities with the landscaping. And next, we discuss about the companies who are working with the landscaping and softscape, hardscape, and irrigation. What are the types of landscaping? I will share all the details, all the this presentation and the recordings with you. Okay, before the next session, you have to know and you have to search what are the landscaping, and you can refer this one You can refer this one as a reference presentation, reference recording. Then you can prepare some notes where we are using landscaping. What are the more elements? Because I mentioned only 3-4 elements for the softscape, 3-4 elements for the landscape, so hardscape. Then you can go more. You can search more. What are the things in there? Okay. I think that's enough for today. We can conclude the session today. We will meet next day with the drawings. I will share the drawings with you. After that, you can refer the drawings, and after that you can come. Uh, we can discuss in our next session how to take off the quantities by using PlanShift software. By using PlanShift software, we will discuss about how to take off the softscape, how to take off the hardscape, how to take off the irrigation. We have 3 days more for the landscape, part 3 for the 4 days. Okay. Then if you have any doubts, you can ask me. If it is not, we can conclude the session. You can discuss with me. If you have any doubts, you can contact me anytime with the WhatsApp, and uh, you can discuss with me anytime. Okay. Taranga, do you have any doubts?
Actually, no.
Okay. Mudannayaka,
No, sir.
Kumaran, okay. Then thank you very much for participating in today's session. This is the first day of the landscaping work. I think you can get some idea about the landscaping. Then we will discuss next day. Regarding the landscaping taking off. First day we will discuss softscape. Second day we will discuss hardscape, and last day for the landscaping we will discuss irrigation work. Okay, thank you very much for participating in today's session, and good night all of you. I will share the recording and presentation to your WhatsApp group. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, sir. Good night.